Good morning. It's unusual of you to call for my services so early in the morning. What could I help you with? It would be my simplest pleasure. Breakfast it is. But what would you desire? The usual, I'm guessing. Or could it be that you would like something different? The usual it is then. Oh, let me reorder your bed properly. You'll be more comfortable like this. There you go. Alright, I won't take long. I was always thankful for your patience. It's something that most people lack. A butler's best friend. I was trained to give my services as fast as I could. To be quite honest, it always stressed me out a little bit. But ever since your father hired my services, I've always felt comfortable with you, which really makes me happy. I hope I'm not getting worse at cooking. Does it satisfy you? It does. Wonderful. I really gave my everything to it. Even if it asks a lot of precision out of me, it doesn't really bother me at all. I do it to please you as best as I could. You wouldn't hear that out of a butler's mouth often, but unfortunately, as it is, there is a lot of noble rich people out there that don't deserve to rule anything whatsoever. I've known colleagues move out to work for some lord who doesn't understand mercy or kindness whatsoever. Cruel people that use their position for the sole purpose of having slaves. They were no longer butlers or maids. Something entirely different. I feel bad for anyone in that position. I really do. But I can't but feel like I'm the luckiest one. For sure. You could say that this is the best outcome for me. I'm sorry. I'm just mumbling things to myself. I don't want to bother your breakfast. You've told me so often how you wished to travel the world someday. I understand that right now, your position doesn't really give any kind of opportunity for it. Myself, I was too poor for it when I was barely a child. But after putting on a ton of work, I got to travel far away at some point. My father did help to pay the rest, but it was our final goodbye. From there, I would be trained and study to be a butler. I've seen the great sea, the one you always wanted to get across. I'll remember until the day I die about the endless amount of water. My eyes could never see the nearless land until we arrived. I was so reckless back then, a stupid kid. It was all worth it. I'm pretty sure I was meant for this profession. Huh? If I miss my family, that's hard to say. I haven't seen them in so long. They do write me letters, however, and I reply, of course. But, you see, this is my family now, and I will consider myself a part of it until my last breath. For how many years have I been here? If I'm correct, next month would be the 10th year anniversary. Time flew so quickly. I still remember my first days with you, or the first time I ever saw your face. It's amazing to think we grew together, isn't it? It's almost like we were never meant to be friends with our differences. You were more like a friend back then. You weren't aware that I was meant to serve you. I'm glad that to this day that hasn't changed in the slightest. So, are we done with breakfast for now? Okay, good. Let me go put this away. I'll be back. It's still so early. There's nothing in your schedule for now. That means that you are free to do what you please. Huh? You want me to stay? Of course. It would be my pleasure. Huh? You'd like to see... You'd like to use my lap as a pillow. If this is what you'd like, I do not have anything against it. Does that mean I have to be in your bed? Of course. Let me take off my shoes. There we go. If you would like to lay your head, I am ready. What an odd feeling. Yet very pleasurable. I hope that it's the same for you. Perfect. Now, careful, soft at-bats. Just like this. Right? I hope that I'm doing a good job at it. I am? Well, it seems that this is the best of both the worlds, then. How long would you like me to do this for? Hmm. Good. I was hoping you would say for a long time. I believe we have 2 hours left before we should get up. It will be time to head for the gardens. You have a meeting after all. In the meantime, I'll take care of the plants as usual. It's probably my least favorite task, since I'm far away from you most of the time. I like cooking a lot for you, and reading you to sleep. You also enjoy when I do that. That's very flattering. Maybe I'm enjoying this too much. It's barely a service I'm providing you anymore. It's almost like I'm treating myself with it. Nice and slowly. Huh? You want me to be honest with you? Of course. What could it be about? What I think of you? Well, that's hard to answer, since there is a lot of things that make me think of you. You could say that you're all I can really think of. As weird as it sounds, you don't think it's weird. Well, do explain to me why you would think that. You have feelings for me, don't you? Well, I was going to say that. In fact, as surprising as it sounds, I fell in love with a highborn. Someone that I've been friends with since our meeting. Someone that was always so kind to me. Someone that I always loved serving. To make them happy. To cheer them up. And to treat them right. Someone that I give head pats to. I share the same feelings towards you. Don't you worry. I'm just surprised that you feel the same way as all. To think that this could be easily forbidden, but yet we are feeling the same thing. It's a wonderful thing. It warms my heart. I think we have plenty of time left. You can sleep. I will be right here. And I won't move. I'll head pat you for hours if I have to. Good night, my love. now, a thank you to my Patreons. Thank you, Sarah.exe. Thank you, Carmen Truax. Thank you, Kino. Thank you, Matthew Baker. Thank you, Artemis Izu. Thank you, Kita Black. Thank you, Rock. Thank you, Kita Tosham. Thank you, Lot Flower. Thank you, 11. Thank you, Kegora. And thank you, Ray. Thank you to all of my patrons. You guys are the best. I hope that I pronounced your names right. Alright, see you guys later.